Thank you for joining us here on this special day. There's been much speculation in the media as to exactly why we are occupying Albany. What is the reason we are going through all this hardship, struggling through tough weather and putting careers on hold? We are proud to announce that from within the movement's rich ideological diversity, we are issuing a formal demand. The people of Occupy Albany hereby make the following statement, which represents a powerful commonality within a diversity of beliefs and goals. We have joined together to occupy as an affirmation of the virtue of democracy, where each person has an equal voice in shaping our common future. While we come from diverse backgrounds and worldviews, we stand united in the recognition that our current system is failing us. The voice of the people is drowned out by the corrupting influence that concentrated economic power exerts in the government. The interests of those who purchase influence are rewarded at the expense of the people, from whom the government's just power is to be derived. We believe that this failure in our system is at the core of many interconnected issues we face as a society, and its resolution is key to a just future. We therefore demand true democracy, unshackled from the corrosive influence of concentrated economic power, and ask all who share in this common goal to stand with us and take action towards this end. As more and more concentrated money tramples on the political will of the people, there is a growing movement for real democracy in the air. From Tunisia to Egypt, the growing occupations across the country, the demand for genuine democracy is echoing across the globe. While in this country we have the right to vote, we at Occupy believe that voting does not ensure that our representatives are serving our interests. To get elected, they must sell themselves to the highest bidder. And once in power, they are put under intense pressure by lobbyists, lobbying firms who in many cases write legislation and directly hand it to our politicians. And all too often, the people appointed to oversight in certain specific industries have interests directly linked to these industries, to the very industries that they are supposed to regulate. So whose interest is the government serving? Our representatives serve with deep conflicts of interests, conflicts between the public good and the good of concentrated economic powers, which have corrupted the system. This is not sustainable. This is not tolerable. At Occupy Albany, over the last few weeks, we have been developing a strategic roadmap to address in the near term issues of campaign finance, lobbying influence, and the revolving door. Included in this planning are measures towards a truly effective campaign finance reform, overturning the horrible legal precedent of corporate personhood, changing the incentive structure of our representatives so that they are truly working for the people, changing the culture of disinformation and divisiveness rampant in our society, and other near-term measures. The end goal of this is true democracy. We understand that this demand is broad and bold. This was intentional. The challenges we face as a society are simply too great to believe that baby steps and watered-down compromises will be effective. Accordingly, this demand does not set a limit on what is possible. The system is broken, and this must be addressed systematically to the root for the future of this generation and generations to come. We have a legacy, and we owe it to them, and we owe it to ourselves. The Occupy movement has given the voiceless a voice, and this voice will continue to grow louder. This voice will return our system of governments to the people.
What are your hopes?
Mom dragged you down here.
What are your hopes for this whole movement?
I hope that the rich lose their money because they got way too much of it.
That was brilliant.